Oh, welcome back to Vanderbilly.com. This is part two of a lesson on the Doors' Backdoor Man. In this section, we're going to cover the solo and the outro, so let's get started. Okay, the solo starts off on the G string. At the 7th fret, you're going to bend it up to the 9th. Slow, like that. Then you're going to hit the B string, 5th fret, and then do that same bend and back, and pull off to the 5th. And hammer that D string 7th fret. Then the G string 5th fret, and give it some vibrato. So far we've got Then you have a series of almost Chuck Berry-ish bends from the G string to the B string. So you're going to play B string 5th, and then bend the G string 7, so that's and that's just a bend up and back and a pull off, and then a hammer on to the D string 7. Okay, then you've got a slide from the D string 5th fret to the 7th, and then G string 5th, and then B string 7th, just to give it that kind of off sound. So it's then you're gonna bend the G string at 7th fret. You're gonna bend it up before you strike it and release down. Okay, so you've got and then down to the G string 5th. And then down to the D string 7th. Then a bend on the B string, 8th fret, but instead of bending a whole step, you just bend it a half step, so it's sounds a little off, like. And then back to the D string 7th fret and hit it twice. So that whole little bit in there is like this. And then he stays on that D string 7th fret and just plays. That's 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then up to the G string 5th. And then he has a lick that it's a little tricky. You start on the B string, 8th fret, and bend up a whole step. But before you bend up, let the note ring and then bend up. So it's, and then come back, play the B string 8th fret, and then 5th. So then down to the G string, bend up on the 7th fret, and then pull off to the 5th. So and then end with the E string 8th fret. And those all have to come together in one phrase, so it sounds like this. Okay. Then E string 5th fret, and then bend up the B string 8th fret a whole step. So bend up, back down, and pull off to the 5th, and then bend up again. And then play the 8th fret and the 5th fret, bend and release on the G string 7th fret. So. Down to the 5th. And then strike that 5th again and do the same. So far we've got then move down to the D string 5th fret and play 5th to 7th, and then down to the A string 5th fret and play the 7th fret D 5 more times. So. And you're back to the song. Okay, for the outro, he doesn't play the. He's playing a full A chord to give it a suddenly a more major feel, and he's playing it sort of the beat that you would be playing. So it's. And then a D chord. And then back to the A chord. And then to a E chord. And then a D chord. And then he has this little figure. And then he plays the A7 plus 9. And the A7 plus 9 is just if you make an A bar chord, pick up your pinky, so you have an A7, and then put that pinky down on the covering both the B and the E string at the 8th fret, then you get that's A7 plus 9, and that's how he ends the song.